Hey guys, it's Keegan. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are doing an October reset. I do a little reset video every single month where I like to make some goals. I like to go over my budget. I like to clean, go over my favorite products of the month, just kind of review the last month and reset and prepare for the month ahead. So let's get into it. If you guys watch these videos, you guys know that every single month I set goals and I set them into this Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets spreadsheet. I will link this down below. I did not make this myself. I bought this on Etsy for like $2. Normally, I am so good at checking off my tasks every single day. Typically, when I like to make goals, I like to do like small goals that I can accomplish every single day, more of like daily habits rather than like big grandiose goals. I fell off this month. Let me show you how much I fell off. This is what it looked like. Majority of these days, I didn't even check it off, if I'm just being honest, and that's never like me. People always ask me how I remember to check them off. I normally bookmark it onto my Chrome or my Safari or whatever Google I use. And so I just have it in my bookmark and I'm like, oh yeah, I should check it off every single day. Or I'll put a reminder in my phone. However, this month I didn't. And I think a lot of the reason why I didn't check it off is because I didn't do a lot of these things. I was just too embarrassed to check them off because I didn't do a lot of them. So I just didn't check them off in general. I had a really hard month. I will say September was a really rough month for me. I felt like I was struggling a lot with my self-esteem, my motivation, feeling really burnt out. Like overall, my mental state in the month of September, not it. It was not my best. So these were my goals and I didn't really follow through on any of them. And then I also had some monthly goals and I only did one of them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bake some fall food tomorrow though, so that's okay. We'll get to that. There's a typo there. Whew. I actually did try this Pilates challenge. I did one day. It like hurt me. Like it hurt my knees because I have really bad knees. I just fell off this month. I'm trying not to be disappointed in myself and not trying to be upset with myself because I do know that mentally I was dealing with a lot in the month of September. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video. It's hard to see this in my opinion and not kind of get on myself because like the goals that I made for myself weren't even that hard. So I did make some goals for October and we'll see if I accomplish those. I'm really hoping that October will be a better month for me mentally, physically. I always feel at the beginning of the month like a sense of like motivation and inspiration, and I hope that I'm able to ride that out and not kind of go back into my old self-destructive ways that I feel like in the month of September I really fell into. So let's talk about my goals. I feel like this has been my goals for a really long time. I drink 3 water bottles, and when I say drink 3 water bottles, I'm trying to like find it. I guess it's not in here. Like Hydro Flask, like Stanley's, not just like 3 16-ounce water bottles. I'm trying to drink a lot of water. I feel like I can easily get to 2, but 3 is where I struggle at. We're gonna go for 3. Work out. I don't expect to do this every single day. That is something that I really fell off in the month of September. I probably worked out less than 5 times. Did that, you guys just saw that, right? Or heard that? Okay, the door just closed on its own. There's not a ghost. There's not a ghost. There's not even, no, there's not a ghost. We're not even going there. Anyways, working out is something that I feel like I really just didn't keep up on. In my opinion, like working out to me is like the epitome of self-care. For some people, it's just something they do. To me, working out is prioritizing myself. And I'm not even like a super big like gym person. Even going on a walk is working out. It's just something that I do for myself. And that's just something that I need to do more. I don't expect to do it every single day, but I want to do it majority of the days. Cook dinner. I will buy food and then just not cook it. I need to start like meal prepping, meal planning. I will always buy stuff and then just not have the energy to cook it, and I will go out and buy dinner, whether it's takeout, whether it's a drive-through. I really want to stop doing that because I think it's a really bad habit that I have. So that is something that this month I really want to focus on, cooking dinner. And if I do eat out, I want to eat out with people and not on my own. Picking up my apartment every single day. I just want to do a nice little clean of my apartment. I just want to be better. If I use a dish, put it in the dishwasher immediately. Like don't just put it in the sink, put it in the dishwasher. If I take my shoes off, put them where they need to go, not just have them sitting down. That's something that I really want to prioritize. And then also post on TikTok. Also, I did this thing. Look, I found out that you can freeze these. See how it stays? I thought that was so cool. I did that. That made me like really excited to use this Excel spreadsheet. And then monthly goals. I just want to find out a workout plan and schedule and be able to stick to it. Meal prep and cook dinner at home. Those kind of go along with my daily habits. I don't really have any big goals for myself this month. Those are my goals. I hope I stick to them. We will find out and we will see next month. Next part of this reset is to clean. I like to just clean up my apartment a little bit before the month starts. Sometimes I do a deep clean, sometimes I just kind of like wipe some counters, do a little pickup. I think we're leaning more towards a little light cleaning, but let's do that. Let's look over my spending for the month of September. I am so nosy. I love to know what people are spending their money on. So naturally, I wanted to include this in this video so you guys can be nosy and see what I spend my money on. So this is a little pie chart of all my spending. I individually track every single thing that I spend and I put it into a spreadsheet and then I make this little pie chart on my spending. I'm psychotic. Not really. I just love a spreadsheet. What can I say? My biggest expense was business. So I don't get taxes taken out of my income. So I have to pay taxes and I pay them quarterly. So I paid my Q3 taxes. So this is my taxes for a couple months out of the year. This is my spending without my taxes. So let's kind of look at this because I feel like the taxes, you know, whatever. Yeah, I spent money on my taxes, but like that's not how much I really spent. Over half of my spending was standard expenses. I always talk about this, my rent, my phone bill, my health insurance, stuff like that. I try to make that 50% or more. If it's less than 50%, that to me means I spent way too much money in different areas. What is the other biggest category? Health. That's therapy. That's my doctor's appointments. I'm fine with that being the second biggest one if I'm being honest. I did spend quite a bit on clothes this month. I feel like I was really good at like saving money at the beginning of the month, and in the end I was like, screw it, just swiping my card. I bought this top, I bought these jeans, all in the same day. I go through phases like that where sometimes I'm like, I don't need to spend money, I'm fine, and then I am like swiping crazy my card or online shopping. I just have my CVC memorized. It's so easy to online shop these days, but I don't think I online shopped too much. Oh, health also included prescriptions for my antibiotics for my face. I feel like that's why health was probably a little bit more. I just kind of had to do more health things this month because I was having a lot of issues with my health. Alcohol, you know, I'm so proud of myself that I was going out a little bit this month. I'm so proud of myself. Beginning of the month, I really didn't leave my house. So the second half of the month, I was like hanging out with new friends. I was making new friends, you guys. Like going out to bars, Like this is exciting for me. These are things that I don't ever do because I'm lame. Not saying that like you're lame if you don't go out to bars. In the beginning of the month, I was like a hermit in my apartment, didn't leave. Second half of the month, I was spending money going out and just hanging out with people. And that's an expense that I think at this phase of my life right now, I am more than okay spending money. Okay, 4% of my monthly spending maybe is like a little bit much on alcohol. Going out, getting drinks with friends. I feel like a lot of things in your early 20s are kind of centered around alcohol, or social things are more centered around alcohol. To me, this means that I hung out with people, that I spent time, and I was really worried at the beginning of the month that I was going to have a very antisocial month. And so the second half of the month, I'm really proud of myself for going out and just doing things. I'm just so proud of myself. Fun, these are all Ubers that I took because I will not drink and drive. That I will refuse to do that. That's never an option. 1% of my spending this month was on Ubers. Food, I spent more on groceries than I did takeout. I consider that a win. Beauty, what did I spend so much on beauty? I think I needed to buy all new skincare because I ran out of it. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Oh, I forgot this. So I always like to kind of look ahead to see what expenses I have. So for September, it was my taxes. For October, I'm getting my hair done, which I know is going to be quite a bit. I want to get my hair done and dye it to my natural hair color so I won't have to be consistently getting it done anymore. This is my natural hair color, in case anyone's wondering. It's like this, my hair's a little greasy right now. It's borderline brown hair, either the darkest shade of blonde that you could possibly be or like the lightest shade of brown. That's what I've been told. Honestly, I'm not too mad at my spending. Taxes is a lot. I'm not super happy about the taxes, if I'm being honest. No one likes to pay taxes. Aside from the taxes, I feel like I did decently well for spending. And I'm just proud of myself that a lot of the things that I spent money on this month were either my health or experiences or clothes. Whatever. I'm just trying to like justify my spending right now. I'm not even mad at it. I feel like I always need to justify my spending, even if I feel like I didn't spend a ton of money. I'm like, it was worth it. It was worth it. Do you guys think that 4% of my entire spending for the month on alcohol is too much? What do you guys think? Like, is that too much? Or is that like, Keegan, that's not even that much? I was talking to someone the other day and we were talking about like going out to bars and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I spent $30. Like, that's so much money. You know, like buying Ubers and all of that stuff. And this person was like, I spent $300 in one night buying drinks. So I think 30 is not that bad. I'm like, okay, thank you for making me feel better. 30 is better than 300. I can deal with 30, I can't deal with 300. I've been loving adding in some of my favorite products of the month, whether it's makeup, whether it's food, whether it's music. I've just been loving doing like a little favorites. I used to do dedicated favorites videos back in like 2013 when I first started making videos. So it's so fun to like include these in this video. It's very nostalgic to me. I will admit to you guys, majority of these favorites are makeup. I feel like I've kind of re-gotten into makeup this month because of everything going on with my skin. We'll talk about it, but I was dealing with a lot of stuff on my skin that I felt like I wanted to cover. So a lot of these products are stuff that I use to cover my skin, and and I love them. I feel like they made me feel so confident at a time when I was feeling so insecure. So these products get a 10,000 star stamp of approval from me. I think my favorite product of the entire month is this Urban Decay All Nighter Extra Glow Spray. I was looking for something that would help my makeup stay on all day, that I wouldn't have to worry about it rubbing off and my acne showing through, but I also didn't want my face to look completely matte. I feel like a lot of setting sprays that kind of make your makeup last a really long time mattify your face, and that's not the kind of look that I personally like. I like a dewier, glowier look, and this one, I used this today. I feel like my skin just looks so glowy and luminous. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a pound of makeup, and I feel like when your skin is matte, it kind of looks like you're wearing more makeup than you actually are. I love this stuff. I do spray quite a bit of it on my face if I'm being honest. This is my favorite product that I've tried all month. This was actually new to me, and I was kind of worried about like trying a new product with my skin breaking out. I was like, is this gonna make me break out anymore? Personally, it didn't make me break out, made my makeup stay on all day, made me look super glowy and luminous, and people are complimenting my skin. I will say though, other dewy makeup setting sprays like this one is from Rare Beauty, the Always an Optimist. I do like this one. However, I find that if I use this and I touch my face, rub my face something, it takes all my makeup off. Like I feel like it almost makes my makeup like pick up really easily. This, it locks it down. I haven't worried about it once. I look in the mirror after hours of having my makeup on. My makeup has not budged and it still looks super glowy, still looks super pretty. So I could not rave about this product enough. I will link all these products down below for you guys. Next up is my favorite foundation. So I actually got a shade for this that matches my body a little bit better. I will say it's still a little dark. Like, does my face match my body right now? No, but it matches it so much better. This is the Makeup by Mario foundation. I have it in 2N. This is the best foundation. I would say this is like medium to full coverage. I like that there's like a little bit of a glow to it, but it's not too overwhelming. It's not too intense. I just find that my skin still looks like skin, but with good coverage, and that's always what I'm looking for. I think this is one of the best foundations I've ever tried. I love this so much, and I'm really glad that I got my like correct shade. What shade was this? 5N. Quite a difference here if you ask me. This one's like me if I self-tan. This is like me if I don't. Honestly, this is still a little dark for me. Another coverage thing. This is the last thing I have for coverage for makeup. This is the NARS concealer. This is the soft matte concealer. This is the most amazing thing in the entire world. I will forever like bow down on my knees to NARS for making this concealer. It's just a pot concealer. I like to conceal any blemishes under my foundation, and I find that it just makes a really nice even base, stays on all day. If you're looking for something to cover acne, this is the guy. It's amazing. I think these two is like a dream combo. These three, if we're being honest, these three I will love to the day I die. Well, we'll see if that's true. Now, a makeup product that's not for covering acne. I recently tried this new blush. This is the Cloud Crush blush in Golden Hour from Too Faced. This is such a pretty blush. It is hard to open. It smells like a baked good. Like it has like almost like a cinnamon scent to it. I don't know what this is, but it smells so good. It smells like a fall baked good. Not a cinnamon roll, but in that same vicinity. I think it's like the prettiest blush. I'm wearing it today. It's not too much, but it's not nothing. I really, really like this blush, and I think the packaging is just so cute. One last makeup product. I recently tried out this YSL. I think these are the lip oils, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lipstick. This is in 162. I really like these. I actually have this one in my purse. I had to take it out of my purse for this video. It's really nice to throw on, and it's not like a super full coverage lipstick. It has like a nice shine, as you can see. It's just easy to apply. Like you don't even really need a mirror. I really like this. They're super smooth, easy to apply. Like you don't need a mirror because they're so easy to apply. It's kind of just like wearing a chapstick, but with nice coverage. Nice color. I'm so used to talking about coverage. I will say one thing about this though. Do not wear this if you are hungover. Smells and tastes like a green tea shot. So like green tea, but this is the epitome of a green tea shot. Like even me just applying it now, I felt like I was taking a green tea shot. So that is something to keep in mind. If you are hungover, this will make you gag. You know when you're hungover and you think about alcohol and you're like, this will do that to you. So this is a good product when you are sober or when you're drunk, just not when you're hungover. But I do really like this. Even when I'm like going out and drinking, this is like my favorite to put on. Few other favorites. I have this. This is a skincare product. So this is Hydrinity. This is an antimicrobial cleanser. Words are so hard. Anyways, this is just a spray mist. I'm not gonna spray this because this is expensive. If anyone has any recommendations for dupes of this that are a little bit cheaper, let me know. But this is essentially like a hand sanitizer spray for your face. Kills bacteria on your face. I like to use this right after I work on the gym if I'm not gonna wash my face immediately, or if I'm like sweating. Like this is kind of my go-to if I'm worried about acne, breakouts, bacteria. All of a sudden I've been terrified of bacteria. I wonder why. why. But I've really been liking this a lot. It just kind of is like easing my anxiety a lot. I've seen like there's like dupes of this on TikTok of like antibacterial sprays that are like skincare safe. So I really do like this. I think that I will always be obsessed with a spray like this that kills bacteria. One last product. I got these. These are Pawpaws. They are Wonder Blenders. So they're essentially a beauty blender. They are, I think, $6 and they come in a 6-pack. These are such a great deal. If you use beauty blenders, highly recommend them. This is the one that I use today, so it's like nice and dirty. I think a beauty blender is $20. This is $6 for like a 6-pack, I believe. Maybe it's like $15. I don't remember how much this was, but I remember being like much better deal. It's cheaper than one beauty blender, and these are the exact same thing in my opinion as a regular beauty blender. I use them to blend out my concealer, my contour, my blush. I use them to apply powder. I use them for so many things, and I've seen professional makeup artists use them on TikTok, so I was like, okay, I want to try them. They're really good, just like a beauty blender, which I really, really like. I also have some things that I have on my phone here that I do not have in person with me. The first one is the Trader Joe's pumpkin bagels. Those things are so good. I ate all of them. I'm fully obsessed with them. I need to buy more. They're so good. And then the last thing is the album Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. That album is so good. There's not a single song on that album that I dislike. Not a single one. I was trying to rank them and I was like, I can't rank them. They're all good. There isn't one that I could put last place. I go through phases of what my favorite one is. I'm gonna say, let me pull up the album. I really love Making the Bed. I love Logical. I love Love is Embarrassing, The Grudge, Getting Back, Lacey. I'm like listing off every single song. I love every single song on this album. This is such a good album. Olivia killed it in my opinion. Those are my favorites for the month. I love that you guys can see my fall decor in this. This is a horrible angle though. I think we're gonna have to fix it, but like fall decor has this. This is better. In these videos, I like to go over my highs, my lows, and the things that I'm looking forward to in the upcoming month. I think this is my favorite part of the whole video as a whole because I think it's just wholesome, and I would love for you guys to share yours with me. So I wrote them all in the notes of my phone. If anybody went into the notes of my phone, they would think I'm absolutely insane. I pray that never gets hacked. I have a lot more highs than lows for the month, which makes me really happy considering this was a rough month for me. First of all, hi, I decorated for fall. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? I did an entire video about it. I'll link it down below for you guys. This I think is so cute. Very much considering keeping this aesthetic and decor year round once fall is over. Well, I'm gonna decorate for Christmas and then Christmas will be over, but I'm like, do I keep this aesthetic come the New Year's? What do we think? I kind of love it. I love the burgundy. I think it's just, it's so cute. Another high is I'm making new friends. I'm really happy about that. If you guys follow Jenna Palick on TikTok, she has a Facebook page called Fun on Weekdays. Inside that Facebook page, there's group meets for every city, and I'm in the one for my city, and someone planned like a little happy hour and I went to it, and I met a bunch of really nice people, and we hung out that night, and then we made plans to get dinner again, and I think we're gonna hang out again this weekend. So I'm making new friends. I've talked about this, and I've just kind of been in this process of trying to make new friends. Making friends in your 20s is just honestly really hard. When you're in college, it's a lot easier. When you're in school, it's a lot easier. I honestly feel like the older you get, the harder it is, and I just feel like this phase of my life, I really want to build a community here. I'm really happy that I'm like starting to make some like closer friendships and bonds, and like making plans with people and hanging out with them again. And I'm really happy I went to that happy hour because I met these people and they're really nice. In the month of September, I was also doing a lot of job interviews. I've been in the process that I want to find a job. I started this in August. So in September, I've been applying for some jobs, and I've had a couple job interviews. Some companies have gotten further than others. I think I'm currently interviewing with like 3 different companies right now, and so that's really exciting. It's really terrifying and scary, but also really exciting, and I might get a job offer soon. I don't know. We will find out soon. Cross your fingers for me. Wish me the best of luck that I get a job, and a job that I love, and not a job that I want. But I think overall that was really exciting that this month I've been kind of progressing the job interviews, like not only just getting like an intro call, but getting second round and third round and fourth round interviews. Whether or not I do get these job offers, it's really good experience. It's something that I'm trying to keep in mind. I think that sometimes I get in my head and I'm like, oh my god, this is so stressful. I'm really proud of myself for putting myself out there. Let's talk about the lows. So I've kind of alluded to this in my videos, but I had an infection on my face. I had folliculitis, which from my understanding is a type of staph infection. I made out with a guy and I got a staph infection on my face. What the fuck? This is what I think happened, but also I don't know for a fact, and I don't want to be spreading any misinformation, so please take this with a grain of salt and know that I am not the most educated person on this topic. I think that he was a carrier of staph bacteria, which a lot of people people are, surprisingly. I had a scratch on my face, and I think that like bacteria got into the scratch on my face, and then it caused me to have folliculitis on my face. So I had a staph infection on my face, and I'm still dealing with the repercussions of it. I was kind of talking about this earlier in the video, like I was having to cover my face with makeup because I'm having a lot of acne and a lot of scarring from the folliculitis. And then for like 2 weeks, I really couldn't leave my apartment because I didn't want anyone seeing the staph infection on my face, and I couldn't wear makeup for a while, and I was just feeling really insecure, and I kind of was just like a hermit in my apartment for a really long time. It caused me to be very insecure. It caused a lot of mental stuff for me. I was not in a good place because of it. Having an infection on your face is the weirdest thing I think that's ever happened to me. But I will say, I feel like I could top anyone when they're like, oh, what's your worst dating story? I feel like I will always win. Someone gave me an infection on my face from kissing them. What? I did end things with that guy immediately. I couldn't go back. But yeah, so that was a low of the month. That was a really big low. That happened the very beginning of the month, like September 1st, beginning of the month. And so I feel like a lot of the inspiration and motivation that I had to like kind of implement new changes into my life and do new things, working myself up, that I was so excited to do these things, kind of fell flat instantly with the infection because I couldn't leave my apartment. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't wear makeup and go in public and do that kind of stuff. But now that that's hopefully almost over, the infection's gone, but I'm still dealing with like scarring and acne, and like it kind of fucked up my skin. That was a low, but it's a high that it's gone. Another low was that I just felt like a lot of anxiety this month. This was a really anxious filled month for me, having an infection on my face, doing all these job interviews. Struggled a lot with my mental health this month, but I do feel like I'm doing better now, so I'm happy about that. I also like to include in this video things that I'm looking forward to in the next month. So I might go on Accutane. At the end of October, I might start Accutane. I'm not 100% about it. I'll talk about this in videos coming up. My dermatologist suggested that I go on Accutane again. I don't know if I'm going to. We will find out. If I do go on it, I'm looking forward to it. 1989 Taylor's version. I am so excited for that. I cannot believe that it's come up so soon. I cannot wait. Also, the Eras Tour movie. I am so excited for that as well. Oh, anything involving Taylor Swift, I'm like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Also, a high for the month, Travis and Taylor. What? All those memes from her at the Chiefs game, chef's kiss. And then the last thing that I'm looking forward to in the month of October, of course, is fall and Halloween. I love the fall time. I actually have a Halloween print under here. I'm like, when do I change that out? I'm really looking forward to it. What do you guys think I should dress up as for Halloween? I'm thinking something Barbie, something Taylor Swift. Let me know what you think, but I'm so excited for it. I'd also love to know your highs, your lows, and things that you're looking forward to next month as well. Yay! I hope that you guys like this video. I love making these videos. I would love to hear some of your goals, how your month was. Anything that I shared, I would love to know it. I'd love to know your budget. I'm nosy. I share these videos for nosy people, just like me. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.